The 19th century was a time marked by vast imperial expansions. Yet, even the mightiest powers stumbled and fell. We journey through notable battles, ranked by the severity of the Western colonial powers' defeats. Number 1. The bombardment of Kagoshima in 1863. The British, intending to punish the Japanese Satsuma clan to avenge the murder of an English merchant, faced poor weather conditions and resolute resistance from the samurai artillery, leading to strategic withdrawal and an eventual diplomatic resolution. Number 2. The Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876. Here, Lieutenant Colonel George Custer grossly underestimated the power of the Lakota, Northern Cheyenne, and Arapaho tribes. This miscalculation resulted in the encirclement of Custer's forces and a complete defeat for his forces, including the death of Custer and 268 of his men. Number 3. The Second Battle of the Taku Forts in 1860 during the Second Opium War saw the Anglo-French alliance suffer a stinging defeat in their attempt to take the forts on their way to Beijing. Poor coordination and underestimating the Chinese defenses led to a humiliating defeat, losing almost 500 men and 3 gunboats to 32 Chinese casualties. Number 4. We now find ourselves in Vietnam, at the Battle of Bang Bo, or Jinan Pass, in 1885. Part of the Sino-French War, the French faced a substantial defeat in their attempt to take the Chinese fortifications. The Chinese forces, under the strategic command of Feng Zhizai, were well organized, resisting the French and launched several counterattacks, despite their outdated weaponry, throwing the French into a chaotic retreat with over 600 casualties. Number 5. The Battle of Isandlwana in 1879. Despite their advanced weaponry and strict military discipline, the British fell to the overwhelming numbers and ferocity of the Zulu Kingdom's forces, resulting in a shocking defeat and nearly 1,300 British casualties. Number 6 is the Battle of Adwa in 1896. Here, the Italians, despite their modern arms, met a resounding defeat against overwhelming Ethiopian forces armed with modern weapons under Emperor Menelik II. This battle resulted in over 7,000 Italian casualties and maintained Ethiopia's sovereignty. Finally, the most severe defeat, the First Anglo-Afghan War from 1839 to 1842, and a retreat from Kabul. Ill-prepared for the unforgiving Afghan terrain and fierce resistance, the British suffered a crippling defeat. The infamous retreat from Kabul resulted in only 1 British officer surviving out of a column of 16,500 people. These battles underscore the powerful narratives of resistance and resilience against colonial expansions. They remind us that history is replete with tales of defiance and valor, not just victories. Join us next time as we uncover more captivating chapters of our shared past.